Welcome to the channel. Today we will be doing the last hero group, the last part of the hero of the X heroes. Then the next video like this will be about one big video about the villains, and then a good thank you video to all you good people. But for now, let's get on to it. So today we will be working with Hope's Army. Hope's Army is a group led by Pole Striker and childhood friend Lockhart. Then the group consists of ex-troublemakers turned a new leaf, found and turned into heroes by adolescent god Hope. They travel by many means, and they stay hidden in plain sight, doing normal jobs and protect the lower class. Alright, let's get to the first one and their leader. Okay. First one. He's built a bit bigger, but that's not what's really the case. Him and the first drawings when I first started this project and redrawing these characters I drew as a youngin', I didn't know what type of body shape I wanted to go with, so I went ahead and went with just testing out this style, and I kind of liked it, so I improved over the time making this project. So this isn't the best one looking one, it's just the first one. So this is Pole Striker. Melee and weapons. For all of the Hope's Army characters, they're all melee. They all have a melee aspect to them, like fist fighting. He is the leader of Hope's Army. And then as for the backstory, he is a follower of the adolescent god's combat teachings, that he was to a very big extent to where he was gifted the pole staff that he guards with his life mainly, and the main profession that he hides that he disguises himself as in the public is a teacher. His weapons are the staff of masters and the Tengu fan of the wise. And as for his skill, and that for all these dudes, the skill is their fighting style. His skill is advanced army combat training, meaning like submission techniques and stuff like that. Like Sabo from Tekken, something like that. Okay, hold up. Okay. Next we have his friend Lockhart. This is the second character. Wait. Okay, so Lockhart is a melee and tools fighter. It may not look it, well, because the tools that I'm talking about, because he's a special tools user, he doesn't have claws or inanimate things attached to his body. And as you can see, he's also hit with that early project look. But hit the chain around his neck acts as a second heart on his body, so technically, and also when you see here about his fighting style, I'll go into that tools part more. So He is the vice captain of the Hope's army. And his backstory is a fame chasing star of the people with a major impulse to rage. And he's mainly seen moonlighting as a DJ or any musician based role. His weapon is the chained linking heart. So the way this thing works is it's actually connected to his actual heart, making him have a second beating heart, but around his neck. And it has the power to reach souls directly. It can actually communicate and heal souls as well. And it has another ability that works great with his skill. So as for his skill, it is Bar Fighting King. Basically, due to the part of his story where he has impulse to rage, he does a lot of bar fighting, which means using anything on hand to includes throwing items and using anything as weapons. And that's the other part of the tools category for him. Because he can turn anything like a bar stool or a chair or a beer bottle or whatever into a weapon in combat on the fly. Which also helps him at his DJ gigs, where he does a lot of bar or club related gigs. Obviously, this means he moonlights mostly in the red light style districts of this universe. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say what his chain does to help his skill is it's the inside of the heart on his chain is gold. It can invert the colors and turn his whole body gold temporarily for 30 minutes. At least 2 times a day. Where is he? I need to find Ash Flame now. Here we go. Okay. Ash Flame. This one is a straightforward one. Magic Melee. Hope's Army. So the story behind this one is that after a near-death experience in a fire, he traded his any future pain to learn the pyro arts out of fear of that memory. And when I say by pain, I mean like the ability to sympathize, empathize physically, mentally, any type of pain he would gain in the future via feeling for others or feeling his own pain. He can no longer feel those things, but in return, he gained the power to control the very flames that he feared in his mind. And you mainly would find him as a cook. His power is fire control and slow self-healing. Cause in essence, without that slow self-healing, he's a Dobby. So if you've seen My Hero, his body actually damaged itself as he's using his magic, so he has to be careful when or how he uses it. But that slow self-healing makes sure any dead cells or skin pigment that is destroyed by the use of his powers is brought back to health over time. and his skill is mixed martial arts. Okay. What else we got? There we go. Now we got Shockbreaker next. This one has 3 categories: a tech, a tool, and a melee fighter, and a Hope's Army member. The story is a devoted scientist that experimented a bit too much on himself, that most see him as not always right in the head. That's really it. A crazed scientist just trying to find the limits of how much you can modify a living body. And you would mainly find him moonlighting as a tech support at a company while looking out a window, looking out for any villains to pop up. His weapons are a cannon arm and danger sense. And he has 2 skills: hyper intellect and basic hand-to-hand combat. I couldn't make him too overpowered. So in trait for and his roboticness and his hyper intellect, he has a basic understanding of combat readiness, but he's not really a hand-to-hand fighter. Okay. I have a little bit more to say about this next one. So this one is called This one is Tri Rush or Color Rush. Depend on which way you want to say it. Either way is fine. It is a melee and weapons user. I say it because this thing is a rare occasion where both of 2 characters on the same team are related to the adolescent god, because if you remember Vampire Lord, he was basically made by the magic of the adolescent god. Same thing with this one, but this was the blueprint that was created before Vampire Lord was made to perfect his craft. The adolescent god created Tri Rush. When I on as a author's note or as an artist note, before I get into the backstory. Basically, I was trying to match the insane look of Harley Quinn, but the destructive nature of Malim Nava from Slime, or reincarnated as a slime, because I love both of those female characters, and I wanted to add those into this series somehow. So I shoved them into one character. Now, the eyes, the 2 eyes right there. Let me go to the adolescent god real quick. You'll notice he has a judgment eyes right here. Now if we go back to this one, Tri Rush, you notice they have it in the opposite direction, but they don't really work the same way. Instead, they work more as personality indicators. Whenever the other personality switches over, the other eye blinks. So this character was born from the adolescent god's magical power, chaotic magical power. Born with a crazy and a stoic personality, the split personality thing, and they fight for control of the body at all times, meaning this character is mentally always fighting themselves mentally. Mainly, you would find Tri-Rush doing like small shift jobs, like picking up shifts around the city that they're placed in and stuff like that. And the weapon is the claws of mayhem and bravery, just to signify this thing can both be the destruction and the chivalrous side. Both the chivalrous and crazy side of this character's personality can use the weapons. And the skill is Twin Finish Arts. Specialty to this character, it's kind of like a lot of those fighting games. It's a mix of a whole bunch of fighting styles at once, but each side has a specific different ones they know. But together, with the Twin Finish Arts, they can actually combine into one unit. And this skill only activates whenever they can see eye to eye on the battlefield. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Like, comment, or subscribe. Hope you like the video. And peace.